This Halloween, party with your favorite monsters during Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, welcome into the fog, everybody. I am Wolfman Rob. Appreciate you coming over here to hang out with me, man, where we talk all things Halloween Horror Nights, and we finally got a little taste of some action for this year's event, HHN 2025, HHN 34, mostly 34. This looks like Orlando stuff, man. I'm going to be showing off all that stuff. We got some merch, we got some logos, we got all kinds of stuff to talk about on this week's episode of some new stuff, man. So great stuff. Just came from the movie theater seeing the new Final Destination film. Be on the lookout for that review on Monday on this here channel, man. Without further ado, man, so excited to start the day, like early in the day, like 8 a.m. today, or yesterday as the recording this episode, 8 a.m. Just seeing that the website was updated because there's all kind of rumors and stuff like they're going to announce something. They're going to announce something and all that stuff. And so just randomly looking at the website, boom, bang, there's HHN 2025 stuff on there for all of us to enjoy, man. Without further ado, let's look at it, man. Let's keep it any longer. We want to see it. So we got a t-shirt, of course, man. Look at that t-shirt right there. And as you can see, the slogan tagline, "Never Go Alone," has returned for this year's event. I don't know if that's what, 3, 4, 5 eternity years in a row with this tagline, but be honest with you, didn't really hate it all that much, man. I kind of do like that logo. Looks familiar, looks spooky, looks scary. You got the crow up there. I guess it's crow. I don't know birds. I'm not a bird person, but looks like a crow there. And all that stuff feels very Halloween. Feels very in that vibe. Feels very spooky. Feels like it fits and all that stuff. So, and as you see there, $33 for that shirt. Again, preview merch here, man. But again, it looks good. It's a good vibe and all that stuff. It's interesting. Not only do we get a shirt, we got a tank top, man. Same logo there, different color. Fits the vibe. Again, spooky Halloween fall kind of vibe there. Again, still the Never Go Alone sign, logo, all that stuff looks pretty good. Tank, that is $33 as well. Of course, we got a trucker hat. They love to give us trucker hats. There you go. Never Go Alone. Same logo. Once again, $30 for the trucker hat and a candle. If you needed to smell it, I don't know what the smell would be, but Halloween Horror Nights Never Go Alone candle is on the website as well. $23. Of course, again, that is the Universal Orlando shop website. Go there. The banner is up there. It looks something like this. There's your banner with your first look at the official logo. I have a zoomed in thing there, but that's what you're going to see when you go to the Universal Orlando shop website. You'll see that banner up top. You click on that, it'll take you to those shirts, man. And then let's go ahead and look at that logo. Let's zoom in here. So there is your looks like official logo for the 2025 event. I would assume this will be both for Orlando and Hollywood. And I like it. Again, I like that vibe. I like the color scheme. I like the roots, the vines, all that stuff gives me the familiar taste of like The Harvest or Twisted Tradition or like Wicked Growth. It feels like we've seen those kind of viney areas, of course, and vines that are always part of Halloween and spookiness and all that stuff. But I like it. I do like the logo. I like the vibe and everything. I like that stuff. There is a shirt with that on like the breast pocket area, if you will. And on the back, it's got the Never Go Alone deal. Again, I know a lot of us kind of crap on that tagline, all that. I'm not the biggest fan of it because I wouldn't obviously go alone, but thankfully I do have some really awesome friends that I get to travel with at the event. And I would say hi to anybody there if they wanted to say hi to me. Probably not. I'm not popular, but who cares? We're there to have a good time. But if you do see me at the event, please say hi. Wolfman, very nice. I know wolves are scary. Wolfman, this guy right here, nice. Unless the moon tells me. Anyways, but the Never Go Alone thing's weird because people will go alone. But hey, if you go alone to the event, go have a great time and all that stuff, and you might run into somebody, meet somebody, and become lifelong friends with them. Who knows, man? But it's a weird tagline, but it looks good this year, without a doubt. And the merch is officially in the theme park as well over there in Universal Orlando. This picture is from HHN Speculation Matt, I believe is the name. Great content. He does a fantastic job. I very much appreciate people who do this because I don't live in Orlando. If I did, I would be at the theme parks doing the same thing. But I'm, of course, out of state. so I don't get to see this stuff. So I'm glad people do things like this, and they do a fantastic job over there with that, and just construction updates, and food booth updates, and all that stuff that's going on around the park. Which suspiciously, Orlando, not really anything to really report on there. Hollywood's got a bunch of tents up for their mazes and all that stuff, and they have facades going up and all that. Haven't seen a speck of thing from Orlando for their event, but they did just put a lot of stuff out there for the Jaws 50th anniversary. Celebration, which looks fantastic, looks awesome. Wants me to have like a Jaws scare zone. I don't know how that would work. I don't know if you have somebody running around as a shark, but that's neither here nor there. But we're all for Jaws house. But here's that picture, anyways. So yes, the merch is out there, five and dime. It's also in Islands of Adventure in the All Hallows Eve boutique and all that stuff. And the theming here looks very interesting as well. We're going to zoom in a little bit because look, there is also extra merch there. It's like some glassware there with, again, that same logo on it and all that stuff. So that is there as well. It's not on the website yet, so it might be something you only have to buy in park. So if you have any friends that live in Florida that can go to the park for you, ask them to pick it up for you, man. Um, Pay for it, of course, But let's go back to this one. So this vibe here, like at first glance, it looks kind of cemetery-ish at quick glance, but then the more time you spend on it and start looking at it, it kind of looks like a rundown mansion, like an abandoned mansion that's being overrun with. Again, you got vines going all over the place. You got the vines going up in the ceiling there and all that stuff. Like that seems to be the theme of the event. I don't know fully where they're going with that or anything like that, but I'm into it. I like that. Remember last year? Last year was very colorful, very pop punk look and all that stuff. Very interesting to see, a different kind of vibe. It's normally like it's always black shirts and all that stuff for Halloween, Horror Nights, and all that stuff. I wear this shirt all the time. You've probably seen it on the show. You're going to see it plenty of other times on the show because I love the shirt. But normally horror shirts are black and all that stuff. So it was threw everybody through a loop last year where the first shirt was like all orange, had the bright popping colors and all that stuff. But the overall theme was like pop punk kind of vibe and all that stuff. This year looks like they're going more of a spooky, overgrown kind of vibe. Seeds of Extinction, again, wicked growth, twisted tradition, kind of stuff like that. It seems in that lore, which is fine and awesome and cool and all that stuff. There is something else with this. Let's see if you can see it in this photo. Um, there is I think it's on the back of that wall there, the brick wall looking thing there that I've seen some people post that is like, well, those pictures, I don't know what you call them, but like those pictures where you turn them a certain way and it's like hologram picture or whatever, holographic picture or something where you turn it a certain way and it reveals something. There is something like that in there. There's like a mirror looking like that, but if you look at it the right way, there's a freaking head shape in there. It's like all green face, white eye, and all that stuff looks very much like the curator. And the curator is a character that was introduced in the Universal Orlando Tribute store for the tribute comics that they were doing the theme for and all that stuff. And, they got that history and all that stuff, which adds again to the lore and the mystery of all this stuff. I know there was a rumor for a house based on, that tribute store and the comics and all that stuff. And that didn't end up happening last year. Will it be part of this year? Is the curator the icon of the event? That's interesting to think about as well. Their crow there. Is a crow going to be part of the icon of the event and all that stuff? Like there's a lot of speculation stuff going on. This is all we got. Like we got dates and we've got this new merch, which was very interesting for them to just drop merch and not give us anything else. Maybe they'll give us something today as of the release of this episode and all that stuff. Maybe they just want to hurry up and get something out because next week Epic Universe is officially opening to the wide public. So it's cool, man. I dig it. Again, the anticipation, the excitement just built and all that stuff, man. Like I think I got like 1 hour sleep. I was gonna go back to sleep, and then I saw that and I was like, I'm wide awake now. Like the excitement is hit for Halloween Horror Nights and all that stuff. So that's where we're at, man. And I like that merch. So if you're interested in that merch again, I'll show it to you again, just to go over these details. There's the Never Go Alone shirt, $33. The Never Go Alone Tanky Tank, $33. The Never Go Alone trucker hat, $30, and the Never Go Alone $23 candle, man. Um, yeah, I think it looks pretty good. So that's where we're at. Let's just let the speculation begin. I believe another speculation map has come out since recording. Again, if you're new to the show, I don't look at those things. They're spoilers as far as I'm concerned. But if you look at them, that's perfectly fine. That's cool. Have your fun, have your vibe, speculate all you want, and all that stuff. Nobody, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. Have a good time, man. But There's another one of those out there if you want to look for those. I think it's HHN Nightmares. Hollowed Out Horror, I think, does one as well. Um, there's spec maps out there for you to check out and have a good time with if you're interested in those. I don't look at them again personally, but that's where we're at, man. So exciting to get that merch. Are we going to get announcements? It's about time for announcements, man. You get this out. And was this just to hold us over, or are we going to get another announcement of like a theme of the event, or maybe some tickets, man? They like to release single day tickets and like I think like VIP tickets or RIP tickets and stuff like that. Normally the big passes come later, the Rush of Fear and the frequent fear passes and all that stuff. I think normally come later if I'm remembering off the top of my head correctly. Again, I didn't put any notes together for this episode or anything like that, man. I just this happened. This it's been a day. It's been a long day. Again, this is at 8 a.m. this morning. I worked, and then after I worked, went and hung out with my buddy, went to see Final Destination again. Check out that review. Will be on this here YouTube channel on Monday. Spoiler free, of course. But Final Destination movie, if I didn't say that. But I'm excited, man. Like this just builds the excitement, builds the anticipation, gets you going, man. Gets you vibing, gets you ready. We already know and love Halloween Horror Nights again. Look at that logo. Look at that beautiful logo there. What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking? Shout out to Freaks of Halloween Horror Nights. They did a design where it makes it look like it's Jack back there. Which, hey, I mean, next year's 35. That's an anniversary. Will Jack pop up at some place at this event? He's going to be in Vegas for their deal over there. So who knows? Have to be a frequent flyer miles for Jack the Clown over there, but we'll see how that all unfolds. But all kinds of things to talk about, man. This is the fun part, man. This is why, again, no offense to speculation people and all that, but I that's why I don't look at those things. I just get to sit here and vibe and just wait for the announcements, just feel the anticipation, just wait and just clamor and wonder what are they announcing, what they're going to do, and then seeing the logo, like, ooh, what's the vibe they're going for? Are we going classic Halloween, which they kind of did with 31 and all that stuff, which Ghoulish was not that great of a thing. Don't bring that back, but bring back the water show. um, but that was fun. It was fun vibe to see that kind of classic cartoony Halloween vibe there. This doesn't look cartoony. This looks very classic spooky kind of vibe and all that stuff. But I'm into it, man. So into it. I'm loving it. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking, man. This is a quick update episode here. We will be back with any hopefully an announcement or whatever they give us next. If not, we'll have some more reminiscing in the fog for you on the show. But and be on the lookout for the other shows because I'm transitioning my other YouTube, the Review It Rob YouTube. I'm transitioning some things over to this here YouTube because I did some HHN reminiscing in the fog on that one before this channel got up going. So I'm gonna move some of that stuff over here as well. So be on the lookout for that. But this is fun, man. This is fun. This is a good time. I love this, man. Where we start getting the merch and we get the merch previews in the park, and it's not gonna be long before like construction updates and food booths start popping up and all that stuff. And then we'll be there having a good time in the fog, man. Speaking of having a good time in the fog, I hope you had a good time in the fog here with me again. Very nice wolf guy. You know, the moon's okay to me right now. If you see me at Halloween Horror Nights, please say hi. I'm gonna look like this. um, please say hi. I know it's dark. Hey, it's it is what it is. I like the darkness, but if you see me, say hi. I'm not a bad person. I'm a nice person. So, um, we're ready, man. The vibe is here. The fun times are here. We got the merch. Now we just get to start waiting for the announcements, man. Waiting to see what they have coming for us and all that stuff. What this year's going to be, but this has got me more excited than the one last year. All that stuff, and I like the one last year. I'm looking for the cup because I have the cup, but I think it's in my car. But I like the vibe. There you go. Booyah. I liked that vibe last year, but it does not get me as excited as what I've got right now, man. And this doesn't say never go alone. Again, very fun vibe from last year, but it's not the vibe we are getting this year, it seems. Or it seems like we're getting back to a very spooky classic horror vibe. And I can't wait to see what that ends up transitioning and turning into because there's so much potential awesomeness with that, man. So thank you for indulging me again. Thank you for hanging out with me. As always, I like to remind you that you matter. You are incredibly, incredibly important. If you love horror and all this stuff, you love Halloween Horror Nights, you're looking to chase a dream to Halloween Horror Nights, chase that dream, man. If you want to work a part of the event, you want to be a scare actor, apply, apply, apply. Don't take no for an answer, man. Don't take no for an answer. They say no, you just keep working at it, working at it, and working at it, and that door will officially open for you because you're capable of incredible things, man. So trust in yourself, believe in yourself. You truly, truly do matter. Spread love, give love, and most importantly, love yourself. And as always, I like to remind you that happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on that light, man. So I appreciate you hanging out here with me in the fog. We will be back with more fun things to talk about on next week's episode, man. Appreciate you all. Talk to you next episode.